there is definitely a very, very marked improvement from a collection point of view. We had set a goal of 25% growth, and we achieved that growth. Yeah, so I would say that the outstanding and the overdue, the collection part, it has definitely improved. My name is Sachin Surie. I am the director of Surie POLEX Industries Private Limited, and we are manufacturers of grinding and polishing abrasives, polishing machines, and stone chemicals for granite, marble, and concrete. Our head office is located in New Delhi, and our factories are located in Haryana and Himachal. So my father had attended a online webinar that Sanmeet Kaurji had done in our Bahadurgarh Industrial Association chamber. And that's where he heard about her, and that is where the first interaction was. And after he attended her free webinar, he decided to sign up our company for a 6-month online coaching on a one-to-one basis. So the question is, what did we want to get out of this coaching? What were our problem areas? Where were we suffering? And from the beginning, we were very clear that we wanted to improve the efficiency of our sales team. That was one of our main pain points, you can say. And the other thing was also to improve our reporting systems, because we are now an organization spread across multiple locations, multiple offices, factories, and so on. So if you were to ask me how we feel at the end of the 6 months, I would say that our main goal has definitely been achieved. The sales team has definitely become more efficient, and also the reporting of the sales team has been improved. Apart from that, another thing that we saw was that the manufacturing plant reporting systems were also lacking in some key areas, and that has also been addressed. And as a result, the reports coming from the factories are also better. Another main thing that we saw at the end of all this is that a lot of communication gaps that existed between the various departments within the office or within the factory, or communication gaps between the different locations, those have been reduced as well as a result of all the collaborative work that we did. Our organization was not so used to working online and with webinars and Google Sheets. And these are all things that we started doing more and more after Sanmeet Kaurji introduced us to these things. So in terms of, where we were before and where we are now, of course, we always had sales targets. We always had revenue targets. We always had profit targets. But the one thing that changed was that we made sure, with Sanmeet Kaurji's help, that the targets filtered down through the organization, where every person knew what he had to do to achieve the target for that year. The targets were also individualized and sent to each sales team member and to each distributor, so that instead of the target remaining with the directors of the company, the target was spread across and explained to every person working with the company or as a distributor for the company, so that we could collectively achieve something together. So the one thing I would like to say is that, of course, the coaching has helped us to improve our reporting systems. We have also added new reports that we were not using before. But the one thing that we like the most is that now there is an assigned person who is responsible for each report. This assigned person reports to the 2 directors of the company, either on a weekly basis or on a monthly basis, on the basis of the frequency we have decided. And this has really helped us to improve the productivity and the follow-ups. This is something that we were not doing before, which we find to be extremely useful. This coaching process has definitely helped us, improve our overall processes and our systems. And I would recommend people to definitely engage Sanmeet Kaurji as a coach, because even we felt that, we were tracking all the reports, we were setting all the targets, But sometimes when someone like Sanmeet Kaurji with her experience comes in as an outsider who has experience working with other companies, it helps us to, kind of improve, kind of clarify, kind of distill everything and, make more reports and improve everything. So I would definitely say that this was a very useful 6 months for us, and our company has definitely grown in terms of the knowledge that we now have and in terms of the systems that we have now implemented.
Are there any tangible 2-3 things which you feel कि हाँ आपके business के अंदर आई, tangible something, कुछ numbers, कुछ you like to share, ऐसा कुछ?
So like I said, one big thing that we saw is, so for example, I'll give you, like there's a production report. Now the production report was made and it was sent to me, but I never checked it. So now, of course, we were already trying to improve the production. We were trying to hire better machinery, trying to improve the efficiency of the workers. All of that was happening side by side. But what we saw is that when the production report comes in, it is analyzed by a responsible person, distilled down into a short chart that we see. Then we can actually make changes even on a daily basis as required. So this is the biggest thing that we noticed, that every company makes reports, but sometimes those reports are not being checked. Sometimes those reports are not being properly assigned, or action is not being taken. And that is the biggest thing that our company has now improved. Yeah, so now that we are having executive meetings with all the various departments on a planned frequency, sometimes it's weekly, sometimes it's bi-weekly, sometimes it's monthly. What that is allowing us to do is, all the reports of each department are prepared in advance of the meeting. They are discussed with me. So each manager, each member of that team comes prepared and ready. And like I said, it allows us to get a big picture. It allows us to see, okay, this is what we are doing. This is where we need to improve. And of course, it's not that we never used to meet with our departments, but it was on a very ad hoc basis, only on a, if it's required, let's meet. But now having that planned meeting keeps everyone on their toes, and it has definitely improved the efficiency and the productivity of the organization.
You were aware of a number of things which we have implemented in your company, or which we have told you to implement in your company. So how do you feel, what is the role of a business coach, or what was the role we have played in your company as an outsider to implement those things? Do you feel कि learning से ही चीजें हो जाती हैं, ज्ञान जो हमने आपको दिया उससे बात बन जाती है, और implementation from our end has helped you?
Oh yeah, it's look, the thing is, everyone has read business books. Okay, everyone has heard various motivational speakers and so on. But the actual improvement lies in understanding the system, implementing it within your company. And when we were working with you, because we used to have meetings once, twice, or 3 times a week, where there was regular follow-up being taken for each system we were trying to implement, where that hand-holding was happening to make sure that those things get implemented. That is actually how it gets done. That is how you see the improvement, because it's very easy for me to say that, I need to improve sales reporting and I'll read a book about it or something. But when you actually get down to it, it takes a lot of time. And that is where the coaching really helped us, with that regular follow-up, with that regular hand-holding, by giving us those new ideas. So we had a certain style of sales team reporting, or whether it's manufacturing plant reporting. But with your experience, you brought new reports or new aspects to that report, which we also started implementing. So this is something that really helped us a lot.
Was there any improvement? Have you achieved your business goal, that number goal, the revenue goal?
Yes. So
how much?
We had set a goal of 25% growth, and we achieved that growth. But I would say that it's not that we would not have achieved the growth with or without coaching. What we saw is that now the company is set up to have continuous growth. Now the company has already decided its growth numbers for the next year, and those numbers are already communicated to the entire team. So I would say more than anything else, it's the system that we have now been given of setting a target and distributing it across the entire organization that will kind of help us to continuously grow, not just 1 year, but for every year there.
So was there improvement in terms of your collections, your overdues,
Yes,
your numbers at some plant, any numbers at your plant?
Yeah, so I would say that the outstanding and the overdue, the collection part, it has definitely improved. Some of the reports that you gave us, where we're looking at everything from a different lens now, where everything is being analyzed and, payments are being followed up. So there is definitely a very, very marked improvement from a collection point of view. And also from the production improvement point of view, like I said, yes, we were already setting up more machines and buying more efficient machines. But analyzing that data, on a daily and a weekly basis is helping us be more agile. And it is helping us make the changes, sometimes immediately, where any production improvement can be done by next week instead of waiting for next month or next 3 months. So that monitoring has really helped a lot.
So as far as the P&L is concerned, do you feel are there some changes या कुछ देखने का आपका तरीका चेंज हो गया हो, आपके प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस के अंदर कुछ इम्प्रूवमेंट आया हो, या कुछ देखने का आपका नजरिया बदल गया जिसकी वजह से आपको लग रहा है कि नेक्स्ट टाइम आगे कमिंग फॉरवर्ड जो है आपको हेल्प मिलेगा?
Yes, I would say that this is interesting because I was not so much involved in the financial numbers. I used to just have the bigger picture available with me. And now, thanks to you, I am looking at these numbers very closely. So like, we did some balance sheet analysis, we did some profit and loss analysis. So these numbers are now being discussed inside the company every month, and they're being analyzed, and we are seeing where the profits are. We're trying to improve profits, and we're also trying to figure out where that profit went. And so definitely I would say that my financial knowledge has improved, and my financial analysis of the company's numbers has also improved at the end of these 6 months of coaching.
So thank you so much, Sachin ji. Thank you so much. So to summarize with जो अभी आपने मुझसे शेयर किया is कि आपका जो है ये 6 months का बिजनेस कोचिंग 1-to-1 प्रोग्राम करने के बाद विद इन 6 months ओनली जो है आपको ये रियलाइज हो रहा है कि आपकी कलेक्शंस जो हैं वो इम्प्रूव हो गई हैं, आपकी जो टीम की प्रोडक्टिविटी आप कह रहे हो करके आपकी टीम की प्रोडक्टिविटी इम्प्रूव हो गई है, और आपका जो रिव्यू सिस्टम बेटर होने की वजह से जो आपकी टीम की परफॉर्मेंस है एंड इनफैक्ट आपकी सेल्स टीम की जो परफॉर्मेंस है वो भी काफी बेटर हो गई है. ठीक है, एंड मोर ऑफ दैट जो उससे भी बड़ी पिक्चर और जो उससे भी बड़ी चीज जो आपको इस प्रोग्राम से मिली और आपको अच्छा लगा इज दैट कि ये सब चीजें तो ओके हैं, गुड है, बट आप जो है लॉन्गर रन में जो आगे कमिंग टाइम्स के अंदर क्योंकि आप स्केल करना चाहते हो, आप ग्रो करना चाहते हो, बेसिकली इस 6 months की कोचिंग ने आपको वो सिस्टम दिया है जिस सिस्टम से आप into 5x into 10x अपने आप को देख पा रहे हो कि वो हो पाएगा. एंड काफी सारे सिस्टम्स आपकी कंपनी में ऑलरेडी लगे हुए थे, बट नाउ यू आर सेइंग कि जो सिस्टम्स इस 6 months के अंदर हम लोगों ने मिलके काम किया है करके, दैट विल लीड टू जो है नेक्स्ट लेवल पे आपकी कंपनी को ले जाने में आपको हेल्प करने वाले हैं. सो थैंक यू सो मच फॉर दिस थिंग ऑल्सो. एंड यू हैव ऑल्सो डिसाइडेड कि 6 months जो हमारे प्रोग्राम खत्म हो गए उसके बाद भी आप हमारे साथ काम कर रहे हो करके फर्दर चीजें और उस पर काम करने के लिए टू गेट मोर गुड रिजल्ट्स या टेंजिबल रिजल्ट्स के लिए. एंड ऑन टॉप ऑफ दैट जो 6 months की वर्किंग करने के और ड्यूरेशन के अंदर जो है जो आपको एक ट्रस्ट आया है हमारी कंपनी पे, जिसकी वजह से जो एक फीडबैक, अच्छा फीडबैक आया, जो आपको रिजल्ट्स आने शुरू हुए करके, उसकी वजह से जो आपसे हमें रेफरल्स मिल रहे हैं, नो, जो हमें रेफरल्स मिल रहे हैं, एंड दैट टू हमारे को और बिजनेस हम जनरेट कर पा रहे हैं, कुछ लोगों के, आपके ही वेंडर्स के साथ हम जुड़े हैं, आपके कहने पर जो है वो लोग हमारे साथ काम कर रहे हैं. थैंक यू सो मच फॉर दैट ऑल्सो. थैंक यू.